Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing below. Let's talk about vibration, frequency, and perception. As an energy healer, whether you work in the field or not, energy healers, one of the things that we do, besides use our medical intuitive abilities and our ability to move energy to help people heal their own bodies, you might hear Charles' nails walking on the floor, is that we also, or what we're meant to do, which is one of my specialties, is hold energy for the client so that they can feel what it feels like to run their energy at a high vibration. Subatomic particles are meant to be moving in your body. You have trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of particle mass inside your body. Everything in the universe is made out of energy, even things that appear like solid material. To those of us who live on Earth, they're really not. There are tons of particles moving that are moving at kind of a slower pace that they look like solid material. Everyone's energy inside their body is meant to run at a high vibration. High vibration means the particles are moving faster and they're running upward, versus low vibration, they're running slower and they're running downward. Everything that we want in life exists in a high frequency. So we want to have our own subatomic particles running at a high frequency. Holding that frequency, which is what energy healers are meant to do, is first of all, practice having high vibrational energy in their own body. And then holding that energy, you're training your body to calibrate, means to run at that frequency more often than not. And because everything we want lives in a high vibration, if you can have your frequency, it's kind of like holding a note. I always think of Mariah Carey and one of her beautiful high soprano notes, just holding it, that just makes your body zoom into joy, when she does that. That's what it's like when you take that high vibration and you hold it. That creates the frequency. You maintain the frequency. That means that things can actually come into your life. So healers, our job, at least this is what I've always believed to be true, is to do that for our clients so they know what it feels like to be in that high vibration. And it should be just a natural thing that healers do, because that's how people heal themselves. That's how they attract a higher frequency into their life, whether it's their body, their work world, their relationships, whatever it is that they're working on healing. They need to know what it feels like to be in that high vibration and maintain that frequency so that they can attract the subatomic particles that exist in that vibration. And when you do that, when you do it for yourself, when you hold that space for others, and it should be natural as a healer, that should be a natural thing that you do all the time for your clients. Because when people need help, that means they don't know how to hold a high vibration. They certainly do not know how to maintain the frequency of that high vibration. And that means what they're not experiencing, which is like the golden nugget, is they're not changing their perceptions. They're stuck in a limited viewpoint of what's happening or what they think is happening. And unfortunately, that's what's creating the outcome. So when you run your energy high, which means focus on the present moment, focus on the things that make you happy. I'm in my home right now, and every once in a while I look over to my left, and there's these really pretty, vibrant pillows on my couch. They're blues and yellows, and it's just so pretty. So as I'm talking to you, I know that no matter what I'm doing in the world, my job is to keep my vibration elevated as much as possible. And I love color. I love upholstery. I love homes. I could tour a home every day, a brand new one, or one that's kind of cool or interesting or in a cool location. I don't. Obviously, I do many other things in the world, but so I'm staring at it just occasionally because I know that's going to raise my frequency and keep it elevated, because I can deliver information on a high vibration. I don't want to deliver information on low frequency. It's not going to benefit anyone, and it's not a reflection of my authentic self. So find out, discover, what are the things that make you happy, and then re-engage with them throughout your entire day. That's going to keep your vibration elevated. Remember, everything you want exists in that high vibration. And then your challenge is to hold the vibration as long as possible. It doesn't have to be for hours. Minutes is really the capacity of most human beings until they really get a handle on what makes them happy and they've changed their life. Like, I love working for myself. I love working in my home. I surround myself with people that I work with that make me happy. I love spending time with my grandchildren, my dog. So I do all the things, like I love hamburgers and french fries. So I eat a hamburger and a french fry once a week probably. So you need to discover what really brings you joy and allows those vibrational particles to, and that's what it feels like. You feel happy, you feel excited, you feel inspired. That's what high vibration feels like. And then you want to stretch it out, make it last longer, allow the vibration to last longer. And then you're calibrating your energy to get comfortable with that vibration and to seek it out longer and to hold it longer. And then when you do that, you get a new perception, a perception that's more accurate, that's aligned to your higher self, that's going to free you from tons of critical, negative, unnecessary thinking, which analyzing and processing is what lowers the vibration. And when you lower the vibration of your body, you unintentionally, potentially invite disease, because disease is from a lower frequency. So you don't want to do that. You don't want your particles to be in a space where you could invite in illness or just tiredness or a foggy mind or an unhappy digestive system. It doesn't have to be a serious disease, but you don't want any of those things to happen. You want to get to know yourself and discover what makes you happy. Refocus your attention on those happy things. I don't care what they are. I told you a few of mine, like French fries and hamburgers. Luckily, all my children also love French fries and hamburgers. So it's a common, meal choice for us when we're out and about. Then when you're in that space, stretch it out. Don't stretch out the drama and the negativity. Don't seek to increase that in your life. That's just going to lower your vibration and invite the potential of disease, or at least lower your immune system so that you get COVID 3 or 4 times, or you always have the flu every year, or your joints start to hurt, things that are annoying and irritating. Do not lower your frequency. That's an easy thing to do. That's a common thing that most humans do, but it's not in your best interest. So don't do it. And then once your vibration is elevated, keep introducing into your sight line, your auditory line, your clairsentient line, anything that is pleasing to you. So that's why it's also important to get to know yourself, because how are you going to know what to focus on if you don't know what makes you happy? And I promise you, once you start keeping your subatomic particles in this elevated vibration, you're going to get newer ideas about what makes you happy, what brings you joy, which is really what life is all about. It's not about the problems, except for to help you to grow and become more conscious. And so your vibration is elevated, you're holding the frequency, and you're getting new perceptions. That's when you start hearing your higher self, seeing the divine, tapping into your multisensory abilities. That's when that happens. That's when you get the guidance that you're searching for. That guidance will not appear in low frequency. Rarely will it appear in low frequency. And you need to have your vibration elevated long enough to really hear, understand, or feel what your higher self, the divine, whatever terms you want to use, source energy, is communicating to you. You've got to be present there long enough to absorb the information. And you need to be somewhat detached. You can't be in your brain. And when you're in the present moment, admiring color or light or flowers or whatever it is that turns you on, then you can absorb that information, enough of it to go, wow, I've never looked at it that way. That's interesting, which helps you to let go and surrender and get out of the way and align to whatever is in your highest good, whatever source energy is wanting you to experience, which really means what your higher self wants you to experience. I hope this is helpful. Have a bright day. Bye-bye.